anything like me and about 50% of the internet right now, Deadlock has a vice-like grip on you that won't let go, kind of like crack cocaine or any other highly addictive substance. A new wave of characters has been announced. The game hit 100,000 players during a closed beta, and nobody knows what they're doing. In this video series, I'll be taking a look at each of the many faces of Deadlock, and what they say about you specifically. Yes, you Greg. I can see you rage queuing into your next match while still holding in the pee that you needed an hour ago. Please, go outside. Abrams. You are the tank. That is your role, and you are sticking to it. It doesn't matter if the enemy team are 30k souls ahead, you are absolutely charging that 16-2 Haze, and you're coming out on top. Abrams players are characters of extremes. When you queue with an Abrams, you know that you're either in for the carry of a lifetime, or 45 minutes of purgatory, watching them body slam their way into a terminal mosh pit for the 16th time in a row. If you're an Abrams player, I respect you. It can't be easy queuing up the big blue guy when for the last 3 games you've been consistently parried by a drifter who proceeds to violently shove both his fists up your ass and tear you in half like a phone book. But when you get going, there's nothing quite like it. Swinging a haymaker into the face of a twink as soon as he pops out of his briefcase and sending him into the stratosphere hits a high like crack. And that's why you keep coming back to him. Abrams is arguably the face of Deadlock, and for good reason. If you play Abrams, you represent everything everyone loves and hates about this game. And speaking of what everyone hates about this game,
I don't know if they wanted money or they wanted something more sexual.
Wow.
But it's a lucky thing I had my pieces.
Your pieces?
My guns.
Oh.
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang!
Wow.
Haze. I don't know how to explain this to you, but I just know that you're an only child. Haze players will consistently disappear for the first 20 minutes of every game, killing every single jungle creature on sight like they're cosplaying a rat catcher during the Great Plague. They'll then show up during team fights and do one of 2 things: hit their ult and obliterate everything in sight like it's open season, or hit their ult and immediately get stunned, knocked on their ass and beaten into a 6-month coma. Whereas Abrams players charge headfirst into every engagement like a homegrown bulldozer, Haze players are a bit of a slippery bunch. One of her abilities literally lets her turn invisible, for the love of God. You will throw that sleep knife, heavy melee, blast them in the face with your 2 infinite magazines, and then panic ult when a Yamato comes screaming at you from the sky. I have yet to meet a Haze player who doesn't have a dictionary of every available slur next to their desk. If your team wins, it's your endless skill that got them there. And if you lose, it's because your grey talon is a Mina. Who would have known that so much rage-inducing bait could be placed into such a small body? Mina players are some of the best people I've come across in this game. Their skill with a keyboard to break the enemy team's mental by dogpiling their family bloodline knows no bounds. Mina's kit is built around dashing in, dealing an insane amount of damage and then disappearing as if you were never there. Sort of like the average Mina player's father figure. You enjoy floating in the sky like a blissful cloud before raining down hellfire on the enemy team, stopping them from having whatever small amount of fun they could manage before sucking them dry. A lot of the time, you'll feel untouchable, like the map is your plaything. You enjoy reaping chaos and watching everything burn, and then your eyes grow wide when you see the enemy dynamo has hit you with a knockdown spell and their victor is running towards you like a blood-crazed bull. If the enemy team don't counter you, you're in for a wonderful 35 minutes making everyone question their life decisions whilst admiring your fashion sense, and also that suspicious looking character mod that you downloaded at 2 AM last week. Although Mina players have a single weakness: A man so hell-bent on causing as much chaos as possible that he has lost all semblance of intelligence. A being of utmost power. And that man is... Lash. If you thought Haze players made questionable decisions, you've never met a lore-accurate Lash player.
Made your voice, bro.
What do you mean this is my voice? Stop hating.
Fueled by hatred and spite, Lash players pride themselves on finding the weakest link on the enemy team and spanking them so hard that they put a hole through their monitor screen. If you're a squishy support player, Lash will find you. If you're an assassin, behind on kills and trying to farm, Lash will find you. If you're on the Epstein list, Lash will find you. Catching a good Lash player is like trying to reel in a marlin with a fishing rod purchased at a kid's toy store. It's just not going to happen. You'll zip away, like Spider-Man on steroids, zipping your way across the map before ground slamming an enemy rem and curb stomping his teeth out.
Sorry about sounding like an adult, I guess.
How does that sound like an adult? What is the contextual?
Yeah, if you
look
up in a dictionary, you'll find a picture of Lash and me side by side doing like a handshake.
Go ahead, upload that play of you ulting in your base, slamming the enemy team into your spawn and getting a pentakill for the 6th time this week on Reddit, only to then throw it all away by uttering the most heinous things in chat that I literally can't quote them here, or my channel will get nuked harder than Asmongold seeing sunlight for the first time.
I see Mina.
Lash players have so much fun in this game, to the detriment of everyone else in the match, their own team included. But you don't care about that. It's all worth it to see the smug look wiped off Bebop's face when you punch him so hard that he collapses into an aluminium cube.
Help! Please! Someone! I'm going to die!
And that concludes my first 4 Deadlock heroes and what they say about you. I hope that this guide was somewhat helpful and gave a bit of self-reflection and opportunity for growth. I don't know why I'm saying that, as this is a MOBA and we're all trapped here together. If you have suggestions for who you'd like me to cover next, please let me know in the comments. This is something new for me. I'm not sure where I'm going to take it, but we'll see what the future brings. And until next time, have a good one.